welcome back to episode number 2 of Kalinovka. Right, couple of things before we get started. So, in the last episode, there was a few issues with the trailer and the silo on the farm. I was pointed out in the comments by a Discord friend and viewer, deeply disturbed, that the trailer I was using at first was a silage trailer, and I was absolutely oblivious to it. Obviously, you would have noticed on the back of the trailer there was like a mesh, which is for silage, so that's why I couldn't unload into it. But also, just go round to the silo. So I have replaced the silo with this Mikau silo here, and then an extension next to it. So that does give me a bit more capacity as well now. 151,800 litres. But I'm going to look like an absolute idiot now. These work exactly the same way the old silos do. So you install the blower and then you can disassemble it, and the same with the auger to take out. So yeah, if I'd have just had a look around the silo, I would have seen the things there. So thank you very much to Deeply for that. I did spend quite a long time trying out different silos, different trailers, and trying to work it out, and then yeah. So I'm sticking with these two silos, and I have changed the trailer because that does have a little bit more capacity in this one. I can't remember exactly what it is, but yeah. So that was that. The other thing I want to point out is, for some reason, I told you all that this was a field of oat, and it wasn't. It was actually rye. So rye isn't one of the added textures that I've put in from Bullet Bill. So it does just look exactly the same. For some reason, when I first came onto the map, I'm sure this was an oat field. But as you know, when you start a new game save, they can be different fields, your sort of starting fields, etc. So yeah, I just look like an absolute idiot now, but yeah. So I have harvested this other field, and as you saw in the silo, I think we got 30 something thousand litres. So rye does yield quite well. Obviously it's a low price crop, but 31,791. So we've got that much rye, and then we've got 11,425 litres of wheat in there. So that's all good. Yeah. So that's the fields. I've taken on 2 harvesting contracts in field 37 and field 6. They're both for canola. So I think what I'm just going to do first of all is send the harvester off one of those fields, just to get going. So I think we'll go field 37 first. And we'll send the tractor off after him as well. And once they get there, we can get them cracking on with that contract. Right, so they're on their way, and they've gone completely different ways for some reason. Yeah, so we're at the shop. I've taken the front weight off this tractor because it was a little bit too heavy on the front. So when I was braking, the tractor would sort of tip to the front a bit, and yeah, don't really need the weight on it for anything we're doing at the moment. So, but we've got the tractor here because I want to get a baler and a bale loader or trailer, but I'm also going to put a front loader on this to pick up the bales and load them onto the trailer. So we shall do that in a second. So you will notice the money has gone up considerably. What I've done, we did own this plot here, 55, with the forestry. But then I thought, well, that was quite an expensive plot. It was 217,656. So I sold that, and then I bought two more plots, farmland 39 and 33. The 39's just under 44 grand. 33, 117, just over. So obviously both those plots together cheaper than plot 55, but also they're right near where we're going to be putting the wood in the pallet factory, in the sawmill. So it'll be a lot easier there. So I have got the forklift over here and the larder with the log trailer. Cut one tree down so far. It will only do 4 metre logs, I think. That, sure, it was 4 metres. Yeah, so 4 metre logs, but to get started, I think that's fine. And probably get 2, maybe 3 trees in each load. But then we've only got to go up the road into that facility up ahead. So, what I am going to do, or what I have done, sorry, I've swapped out the log fork because I just could not get it. It would pick 1 or 2 logs up, but it wouldn't pick up a whole load, and then they just sort of fall out the fork. So this attachment came with it, came with this forklift mod, and it's a bit like the big bag handler with the straps. So you go over the top of whatever you want to pick up, strap it up, and yeah, move around. So that will make it a little bit easier. I'm not going to be doing any forestry in this episode because I want to get those bales done and the 2 contracts done. But I probably will do a little bit off camera just to get into the pallet factory to get it started. And then I'll probably do a little bit on camera in the next episode maybe. So talking of productions, what I've realised, and I already knew, obviously, when I was looking around the map and decided I wanted to do a let's play on the map, but the productions are very expensive. So like the meat processing plant, we go over here. I've installed a mod, so it's a bit like field leasing, but it's production leasing. So you can lease the productions instead of buying them. So if I go to the buy point, so I can either buy it for £425,000 or euros, or I can choose to lease it. So with the mod, I think the base lease price for every production, no matter what it is £1,000 a day, and I thought that was a little bit too cheap, so I altered it in the XML to be 5,000 a day, which I think is a fair price. So any production I want to lease will be 5,000 a day. So we'll just have to bear that in mind as we use productions. I'm not sure if it's like the field lease where the price of the field goes down as the longer you lease it, but we'll see when we move on to it. Staying on productions though, apart from, there's two productions. So there's the apiary, which is the bees, and the where was it, down here, firewood production. They're the two cheapest productions on the map. So the firewood production is, turn the triggers off. I can't remember where they are. I'll just turn the triggers back on so that I can see where we are. Yeah, so to buy it, it's 14,960. So I'm going to buy that, and then we'll bring some wood down here, which I know is a bit back to front, as I've just bought 2 plots right up there and put all the equipment right up there. But we will put some wood in that production to get that going, because firewood is quite profitable, I think. We just go down the list, quite far down the list by the looks of it, up there. Yeah, £1,862 per litre, but it does actually go up to 2,778 best price. So, which strangely is April. You'd have thought firewood would be best price in sort of December, January, but yeah. Although that says the lowest price on there is 2,322, and we're only at 1,862. But then we're in the lowest month. No, we're not even in the lowest month, are we? I'm pretty sure I've got my settings at easy for this Let's Play, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on the price for that, but we will get some firewood going eventually. And then I am also going to buy the apiary, because that is also one of the cheapest. So we just go over here. So to buy this one is just 12,000, and it literally just needs pallets. Yeah, pallets, and then you get the honey out. But for 10 pallets you get 30 honey. So with this, I am tempted just to buy some pallets from the store to begin with, just so that we can get it running. That's it. So it's right on the end, I think. Yeah, that one. So 2,200 euros for 1,000 litres. But 1,000 litres will do 1,000 litres will do 30,000 litres of honey. I'll work that out right. So 10 times that is 300. No, sorry, 3,000 litres of honey. But 3,000 litres of honey will be, if I sold it now, it would be nearly 9,000. So we would triple, quadruple the money that we spend on the pallets just to begin with. And then obviously once we get into the forestry bit, we'll be making our own pallets anyway, so it'll be a lot cheaper. But yeah, so we've got a couple of productions now. or a couple new productions to get going with. As I say, the rest of the productions on the map are pretty expensive. Just with the meat processing plant, I did do a little bit of testing off camera, just because I've never used it before. I've um, never done meat or anything like that. So I I wanted to see how many litres a cow was, which sounds really strange, but obviously everything's measured in litres in game. So one fully mature Angus cow was 70 litres. So it's going to need of a lot of cows. So we are possibly going to have to lease this area to get the bigger cow barn later down the line. Obviously, when we've got more equipment, bigger equipment, and more money, basically. So yeah, so we'll get that combine off to start. So I hope you all enjoyed the first episode, and I am looking forward to the rest of the series as much as I am. I think we'll be alright just going on this field here. There's no crop in it. Yeah, so I hope you are enjoying the series. Cut into the field here. So this is Bullet Bill's texture, canola. So you can see there, if I go over that with the tractor, you'll see the stubble destruction as well. But yeah, we'll just send this off on a worker. And if the settings are correct, he should stop when it rains, fruit destruction deactivated, and then which one was it? This one, sorry. So he should unload into combine self unload. Yeah, so if I put the trailer next to the field, he should automatically go over to the trailer to load up or unload. So we should be able to leave these to it for now. Just make sure the trailer is near the field. Oh, we don't want him that near the field. I think that should be okay. But we will come back and check on him. Right, so let's get ourselves a baler. So I've got two nice little Russian balers installed. I've got this one, both round balers. This will do up to 180 centimetre, and the other one is this one, which will do 125. But they're only 4,000 litre bales, and it's 10 times as much as the first one. So I think I'm going to go with this one, just buy it. So we will stick with that colour. Yeah, I think that'll do. We'll hook that up and then get some... Oh, that was the other thing. I want to put a front loader on this. While we're here, we might as well get a front loader put on this. And get the bale trailer as well. So, unfortunately, everything is in Russian. But... So that's equipment, rear lights, extra lights. You can have additional tanks on this, and it looks like that. I think that's for fertilizers and things like that, but yeah. Looks a bit odd. Front loader. So right, PS08. I want to get this right because there is a lot of options with these. If we look for the PS08, I think we'd have to go into the MTZ pack here. Right, PS08. So that would be that one. Yeah, so right. It's going to be that one. So which colour was it? Is it grey 7 or... Can't remember whether it was grey 7 or grey 8. We'll have it as that one. So that should attach to this if we set it as PS08. Yes. I do love the sound of that when it starts. I think I actually went for a green sort of colour with this tractor, but not to worry. Yep, so that attaches. Excellent. So now we need to get the tool for that. So the only thing with this is when you press the combination... Oh, it does come up with some. Okay. some of them I've noticed they don't come up with a combination sort of attachment, so you don't know what goes with what, and there is so many options. But right, so we'll keep that as grey 8, so that'll be the same colour. Okay, not sure how that's supposed to attach. It's all a learning curve. It doesn't go down very well, does it? Yeah, that doesn't move down very much at all, does it? Oops. Let's go over their grass. I'm sure they won't mind. So I did notice in the menu it says 100 collectibles on this map, but I've not seen a single one yet, so I'm not really sure. This isn't really... I'm just going to enable super strength so that I can try and move that. Oh, I can't because I've got the lumberjack mod on. Okay, I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Right. There we go. It's just facing the wrong way. Let's turn super strength off again. So I think that should be... Oh, and the trailer. So the trailer I'm going to get is... it's under bale loaders. So I have got this installed, which is the Ursus, which will do 8 bales, and there is also a 18 bale one. They're both Russian makes, but this one will go on the back of this Ural. I haven't tried it yet, but I think eventually we'll sort of go for something like that. But for now, just going to go with the Lizard bale trailer. So this isn't a Russian mod exactly, but I think we can get away with it being old and damaged. So leave it as old. We don't want auto load because we want to do it ourselves. Just have one creel at the front. Have some let's go for dirty. Don't need the toolbox. Old wooden floor. And I think the colour is absolutely fine. Just change the reg. Oops, wait. Do you want different wedges on each thing? So that is 14,000, but that'll be fine. I've got those 2 contracts going. So we'll attach to the baler first. If I can get next to it. I'll just have to do it from here, I think. Just attach the PTO. There we go. Let's go and get baling. So the size, I'm going to go 125 for the straw bales. So I want to try and get it right for the feed mix of TMR, because that's what we're going to be using bales for. And obviously TMR will use more silage and more hay, so we'll do bigger silage and hay bales, smaller straw bales, and hopefully that'll work out about right. I'm just going to keep cutting through this field here. Sure they won't mind. Just lift that up out of the way. So we'll lower that. Turn that on. And off we go. It's got quite a wide pickup as well, by the looks of it. Sorry about that. Just noticed that I've got a reshade setting on, but I just realised the HDR, I had a HDR setting on, which makes straw, these sort of fields, look very, very bright. So I just I don't know why that was back on, but yeah, just stop the recording for that. And I also noticed that I hadn't put the time back up to normal speed, so I've just changed it to ×2 for now, just to catch up. I've also got the round baler extension mod on, so don't know what that does. On the round balers like this, it will, when it's 90% full, it will slow down to, I think it was 8 kilometers an hour, and then when it's completely full it will stop dead on, so you haven't got to try and judge it when the beeping is going. Which is very useful, because I normally go right over, and yeah, you end up having to reverse back to get the bit that you've missed, and etc. And that's just going to dump a bale right in the middle of that swap now. Yeah, so these are 5,000 litre bales at 125 centimetre. So I am just going to skip over to the harvester quickly. 2,040 litres, so he must have emptied into the trailer. Yeah. Excellent. So he's doing exactly what we want. Right. So we'll crack on with this baling. I think I will put this into a bit of a time lapse. Get these 2 fields baled. And then we can get on with the harvesting then. everybody. So that's all the baling done and 2 contract harvesting fields done. So I've sent the harvester back to the farm and I'm just taking this last load to the sell point. We should get a little bit left over from this. Just turn the HUD back on. You can see field 37 is 100% complete and field 6 96% complete. And we've got 10,500 litres in here. So yeah, we should get a bit extra for what's left. I'm not gonna bother keeping it. We'll just sell it and get the money for it now, I think. Luckily the sell point is just over the road from the field that we've just done, so not too far. So I did notice while I was doing the canola field that the stubble destruction didn't seem to be on. We go to this menu here, so you can see the wheat field there. That's what it will look like when you've got the stubble destruction on. Although when you go over to the wheat field, it doesn't look like it is on. But then if we go to the field that we've just done, which is field 6, there's no patterns like that on that field, so might just have to have a quick look at them, or I might just leave it as it is. At least we've got the textures, which is what I was more bothered about, I think. So yeah, but yeah, so we'll just complete this contract, see how much we get for the extra. So 7,500 on top with the extra crop, so that is pretty good. Yeah, so just send this back to the yard. But, yeah, I think that we'll just collect the contract. So 6.5 for that one, and 5.5 for that one. So back up to 64,899. But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to leave this one. That's the only problem with auto drive. Obviously, it can't account for automatic gates like that, so it's a little bit messy, but it does get through. I think this might possibly be a bit of a bonus episode, because I've actually had a bit more time. So I've managed to record this. This is Monday night I'm recording this, so I think I might actually upload it tomorrow, Tuesday, and then still do the episode for Thursday. But I think I might do that every now and then. If I get time, I'll put a sort of bonus episode out. Oh dear, work has not got on very well with the harvester. Trying to mount a bus stop at the moment. Let's just sort him out. It's not what we want, is it? Let's let him go in again. So yeah, yeah, I think if I get the time, I'll try and put out an extra episode when I can of this series, this Let's Play. Won't be every week, but might as well if I get the time. So yeah, Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you continue to enjoy the content. If you do, please give it a like, and please feel free to leave a comment, and feel free to subscribe if you don't already. All the YouTubey stuff does help the channel, so much appreciated. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.